sparkle in your eyes. I feel the warmth of your skin. Just the touch of your hand makes me tremble within. Love the smell of your hair, lying here in my bed. Oh, never gonna be alone, 'cause with you I'm finally coming home. I wanna be with you always.
It's the Banks family. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ronnie Banks.
And it's Mackie.
And today we're gonna talk about something real nice. Now, before we start this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It really supports our channel. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you know when we post. Alright, Banks family, enjoy this video. This video is where we're gonna talk to you guys about the truth about having a baby. The truth about pregnancy. It's gonna get really, really real, really fast. You'll see us back in this point really soon. Enjoy the clips. Oh, shoot, I just ninja chopped you. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding, that didn't hurt.
Banks family, I am so happy right now. Okay, long story short, I'm getting an iPad Pro for some of my designing and stuff like that. You guys don't care about that. Who cares about that? Who cares about me, right? I just got Michaela a brand new MacBook Air. She's been wanting a laptop and she had to use my old laptop. I took the time to take care of my baby. She needs an early Christmas gift, so I don't even care what day Christmas is. Every day is Christmas at the Banks family house. I'm about to go give her an early Christmas gift. I got her a brand new MacBook Air. Do you see how much I love you? Okay, I'm about to surprise you with this right now. She thinks I got her a vacuum. I was like, oh baby, I just got you a surprise. I got you a surprise. She's like, what, you got me a laptop? I was like, no, you said you didn't want one. She thinks I'm gonna come home with a vacuum right now. I'm coming home with a brand new laptop, baby. Let's get home. Check this iPad.
Oh, it's rose gold. Do you want your house?
That's not the iPad.
It's a MacBook Air.
Oh my god, Ronnie! Babe! Why did you?
Because I wasn't gonna get it.
That's a good push gift. Is that a push gift, Ronnie?
That's the push gift, girl.
Thanks,
I'm gonna
baby.
take that.
I love you. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I never seen an iPad like that before. Thank
You're welcome. Have fun, babe.
you.
No, I really did get an iPad though. Hi, baby. Ta-da! You made this?
Yeah.
Good job.
Show you the present.
Okay, show me the presents. Whose presents are those?
Daddy.
That's Daddy's presents? Wow.
You can't open it.
Okay, Santa, I think Santa's gonna bring your presents tonight for you to look at them, but you can't open them yet, okay? I think Santa texted me. Yeah, let me see. Let me text Santa right now.
Is that a big girl?
You are a big girl, and Santa said that you were good this year, so you get presents this year. Yeah. You ready to go shopping? Yeah? Yeah? What you gonna get at the mall? Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, I'll get it. Okay, I'll get it. Mommy will get it. Let's go.
What's up, guys? So today is the first day I'm actually getting up and getting ready since I had the baby, and it's been challenging. You are so worried about the baby that sometimes you just lose that self-care and you just don't give a crap what you look like. But I want you guys to remember that it's okay to still take care of yourself, to take the time to do your hair, to do your makeup, and get ready and dress up and feel good about yourself. And that's kind of like what I'm feeling today. I'm feeling like I'm getting back into the groove of things, because the past few days I have been just on an emotional roller coaster. One of the happiest times of my life, but also one of the scariest and most stressful. But I just want to remind you guys that it's okay to have these feelings. And let me tell you, this is a whole new ball game, you guys. I went into this pregnancy thinking that it was going to be glitz and glamour, and seeing all these things online making pregnancy look like a breeze and so easy, I got a reality check, full force, slap in my face. This is hard. Motherhood is hard, and I give props to everyone who has experienced motherhood and is just killing the game and making it look easy, because it is not, okay? Let me tell you. I've been an emotional wreck these past few days, and it's the wear and tear on your body. If you just need to be mentally prepared and financially stable, mentally stable, it's just, you just need to make sure that everything's in place when you're planning on having a baby.
And dads, just remember you are just and dads, remember you are just as responsible for this pregnancy as mommy is. You both contributed into this creation, so make sure you are involved. Sorry, I'm nervous. Now obviously it's the stereotype of most of the time it's all mommy, and most of the time the dad's not even around. But I know you dads that are watching right now, and the men that want to be dads, I know you guys are watching and you guys want to be the best man you can be. So just be the best man you can be. Be involved, be there, be attentive, take care of your lady, take care of your children, because then it'll all be full circle, and then they gotta wipe your
Basically.
And I know once you find out about any kind of pregnancy, or if you find out that your girlfriend wants to be pregnant, it gets scary for men, because men do not know how to commit. The word, I just didn't even want to say it. So fellas, if you are going to take that initial step in the first place, make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you're doing it with the person you potentially see yourself being with. Mommy, take it away.
Want this? Here you go, Shaggy.
You got $5 to real? It's 100% off. 99% off.
They should be doing that right now at Forever 21. Around like a thrift store.
If you can guess my card number, you can buy anything you want. What's the first number on my card? 7. Nope. Put it back. We're not getting anything.
You guys have a great day. Happy holidays.
You too.
Bye, sweetheart.
Okay, it is time for Avea's first bath ever. Let's do it.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. You just gotta get used to it.
It's mommy.
It's because it's you. She hasn't ever done this.
It's okay, sister.
It's mommy. It's just different, baby. Hi. Hi, honeys. Hi, my honeys.
Come here, my love.
Daddy's gonna hold you.
Okay,
my baby.
Hi, baby Avea. Hi, Vay. Hi, mommy. Hi, baby. You got your first bath? Yeah, your first bath. It was a good one, huh? Wanna say hi to Banks family? Say hi, guys. I'm all clean. I got my first bath. Yeah. Oh, sitting up. Look how strong you are, mommy. You're a big girl. You hungry? You saying what's up? What's up, Dad?
She's so strong.
She's doing this.
Baby.
She's doing this all on her own. Fuzzy by her nose.
Oh, you're like daddy with his allergies, girl.
She has something
She's
tickling
smiling.
her nose. You just pound eagles.
What's up, you guys? We are back. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Or the, what is it with Nacho Libre? The nitty gritty. Let's get into the nitty gritty.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Run the clip.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
So, as you guys saw, I'm gonna obviously let Mackie really cover it because I wasn't pregnant, unfortunately. I'm tough enough to be pregnant. So this video is basically about the growth of pregnancy and what comes afterwards. And the world of social media, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, they don't show you everything. They don't tell you the hardships of it.
And not just that, I mean, not everybody experiences the same thing. So I don't want to speak on
For
everyone. I want to speak for the women who don't have this platform to actually express how they really felt, and that it's not all glitz and glamour, and it's not always perfect. I mean, as amazing as it is to bring a child into this world, there's a lot of hardships with it. So me having this platform, I want to be able to express or share with you guys my real, true experience, so we can kind of relate on some type of, because I know there's women out there who reached out to me just from bits and pieces that they seen watching the previous clips. So I thought, you know, let me sit down and actually tell you guys.
Dive deeper.
Yeah, absolutely. And for your partners too, like what he went through, he can tell you like how he had to deal with me these past few days and throughout the pregnancy. So we just want to give you guys like a little insight of,
we're gonna do a quick timeline. We'll do a
yeah.
timeline from before the pregnancy for a 1 to 3 months, the 3 to 6 months, the 6 to 9 months, and then after. So as you guys saw, we told you a little bit before. Let's now dive a little bit deeper into the sit down and go into before the pregnancy. Prior, prego, let's go. Hey guys, before the pregnancy. So as most of you know who have been watching the channel, and if you haven't been watching the channel, watch our old videos. We have known each other since we were 15 years old, back on Vine when Vine came out. So we've known each other for about 8 years. Granted, we haven't been together for 8 years, but we've known each other for 8 years, and we've just had a structure for 8 years. Granted, I feel like when soulmates are meant to be, they're meant to be, and they always find their way back to each other, and that's definitely what we did. When Michaela first expressed to me that she wanted a kid, her knowing me and just how I am, I always joked about it. Like, I was like, nah, you don't want, nah, you can't, you don't want to have a kid, you're not serious. And she was really serious.
But to be very real, he was, I don't want to say hesitant, but he obviously has a child, and you know, we'll get more into the whole thing about, you know, co-parenting and, you know, that kind of stuff, but he was kind of nervous because he was like, I can't afford to not have a foundation and a family again. And God forbid, I mean, nothing is ever promised. So that's just the scary thing, is like, you know, bringing another child into this world and, you know, having that fear of not being forever. Yeah. To be honest. Just to be completely real. And I mean, hey, sometimes things don't work out, and that's not a problem. So, but when I did express to him about kids and stuff, you know, I mean, I didn't have kids, I do want kids, I did want kids, and you know, him going through, you know, what he went through and already having a child, he was just very like nervous. Like, he didn't want to be like, oh heck no more kids, I'm not having children with you, because it can get wear and tear with a relationship if you're not on the same page with the person you love and want to spend the rest of your life with, you know. So that's a key factor. Make sure, you know, you have that solid foundation and that love that you know will never die, because your child is your everything. And
you know, I did joke about it, but because I didn't want to let out the seriousnly of how I really truly felt. Like I don't play with me was almost what it was like. It was and like, don't say that.
Though, even though you were kidding.
It was like I more so was just like, don't say it just to say it.
Right.
Like, I really am that kind of person. She knows me. I just was like, don't say something to me that you not gonna really want to do, because I really, when I do something, I do something. And when I want to do something, I'm a do it. I don't care if it's the hardest thing to do. I'll dedicate my life to doing it, and that's how I am. And she knows that. And when I felt she didn't know that, and you probably didn't truly fully understand it. But as time went on, I was like, she gets it. She knows she knows what I want. I know what she wants. This is something we want to do. Now, jumping into after we conceived. So when we found out we were having a baby, and we found out the day before or on your birthday. Oh, it was your birthday.
No, it was the day before. It
was the day before her birthday.
It was April 11th.
Yes. Okay. So we found out it was her. We were in LA. We were at an Airbnb. And we were like, you know what? We should take a birthday. We should, you know.
Funny thing though, Ronnie's dad actually called my pregnancy before.
And said it was a girl.
Yeah, before we even left
to LA.
Yeah, but the thing is, so like, we had so many false pregnancy tests, you guys. Like, it was kind of defeating me.
And I knew it was. And I kept telling her, like, and it was my own selfish reason, because once I understood that she wanted a baby, it was my task. Because once I came to terms with I want one too, I was devoted. I was...
Just kidding.
Yeah, I was devoted, and as much as it was defeating her, I made sure it didn't defeat me, because I knew we had to keep going.
Right.
And it defeated. I was like, we good. Just it ain't right now.
You're gonna try
it's not
again.
right now.
It's not meant to be.
And I'm honestly so happy that those other times weren't, because we would have just been like finding out at the house and in our small little apartment, and I just feel like it wasn't the environment to find out you're having a baby. We couldn't rejoice in that apartment, and we rejoiced in LA. It was your birthday. It was so many things were just going right.
So many
and
things.
a thing you guys don't know is we actually took a pregnancy test before the actual real pregnancy test from a like Bootsy broke down Mexican market in LA.
It was like 99 cents.
And it was 99-cent non-brand generic pregnancy test, and it never even told us positive or negative. It was just blank for like 3 hours. It never changed after we used it. I was like, oh, this is a dud. Then we went out and I postmated a real pregnancy test, and then that is the clip you guys saw when we found out we were having our daughter baby Avea. So that's before the pregnancy. We were just so excited, and this is when I feel like a lot of people are at this stage right now, where they're either wanting a baby and they see videos like the one we posted before we went through the hardship together of it. Also, people seeing the excitement and the rejoice we felt is making them want to do this. And there's truly people who are ready, they're devoted, and they know that. There's people who want to be ready and just not yet are. They aren't yet,
but they know they want
to get there. Children. And there's people who are not ready and they will force it. And for those
they just
people,
want a baby because, oh my God, that baby's so cute, I want one now. Or, oh my God, everyone's around me is getting pregnant, I want to be pregnant too.
Each part of the battle is only part of the battle. I'm talking financial, mental, physical, all that stuff. There are only parts. When someone say, are you financially stable enough for that? That's only part of the battle. I got money.
You can
that's not even, and I'm not even trying to, I'm sorry for saying it like that, but money is nowhere near the things you need.
Money cannot fix what's internal.
Yeah.
What's internal and your
money
feelings and your
pain.
Emotions, money cannot fix that. Money cannot make all these scary feelings go away. And
money doesn't mend.
It doesn't matter. You can be dripping in money, and that's not even a half
of what you gotta do.
It does nothing. There's just so many things, you guys. Like my brain is boggled right now because I can't even there's just so much.
It was tough. It was very, very tough. And when we found out, it was so rejoicing, you guys. And then we went to Universal Studios. We celebrated her birthday. We told everyone, we told you guys it was the greatest time of our life.
Yeah.
And then the first month came. Let's go into it. Alright, you guys. So, the first 1 to 3 months of the pregnancy was the hardest time of my recent life.
Your recent life?
Yes. Recently, it's hard. There really needs to be its own video for the first 1 to 3 months. I noticed a difference in Michaela before. I think I really noticed a difference in Michaela immediately when she became pregnant. I brought it up to her. I was like, Michaela, you're acting sour lately. And it's okay. We told each other we're going to be 100% transparent on camera. We're always like this. We talk to each other like this all the time. But it's time to give it to you guys. I told her, you acting real manny right now. You're acting different.
It was not a fun time, you guys.
She was aggravated with me. We weren't really joking as we, if I said something, it wasn't like a funny response back. It was more like irritation back at me. So it kind of made us stop meshing. And this is before her birthday, right? And then we found out she's pregnant, and it was like, oh, that's the reason why. Okay, we're good now. And then boom, right back. And it was like worse, and it was on times 20, meaning she didn't want to eat, she was sick, she was agitated, she was hurting, she was in pain, she was nauseous. Everything that could have been a bad energy came in the first 3 months. She was always feeling just in pain. This is me talking on my end. She's gonna explain how she felt, but as you can see, check the photos, you guys. She was losing weight while pregnant. Granted, she was getting her belly bumps and stuff like that, but she was losing so much weight. She was sick. I felt like I couldn't eat because she didn't want to smell or look at food, so I couldn't eat. And she'd be like, go ahead, eat. I'd be like, I feel like I'm getting scolded if I eat. Like, it was rough for both of us. It was a hard time the first 3 months. And it is really that moment where God was not only testing her or me or Vea, but us as a unit. Okay? Because let me say this right now. Every pregnancy is different. This is my second child, okay? I thought it was just gonna be a breeze and all this stuff was gonna be fine. Cause, you know, all the throwing up and stuff is so new to me. Like, it was so new because this sickness was something I've never witnessed in my life, and it was hard for me to transition into it. And just tell them how you felt, because obviously when you explain how you felt, they'll understand how I then felt.
When we found out everything was fine, you know, I was kind of anticipating, like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, the morning sickness. So I was kind of just riding off of that and like anticipating, oh, morning sickness. And I was feeling fine. And then our first checkup at 6 weeks, I think, when we confirmed the pregnancy with our OBGYN, immediately, you guys, I started getting sick. And I don't know if it was like a mental thing, like, okay, the pregnancy's confirmed.
It was definitely
I don't know
a lot
what it
of
was,
mental
but
things.
I immediately got sick, you guys, and I kid you not, I was sick 24/7. I was sick not only in the morning, but in the afternoon, at night, throughout the whole day, every single day of the week.
And she was working at the time.
Yeah.
This is before she quit her job.
It was awful, you guys. Like, when I think back on that feeling of just not being able to eat, smell, get up, get active, I couldn't even hold water down. It was that bad. And I don't want to say depressed, because that's a very, very strong word to abuse, and I don't want to abuse that word at all, but I was in a very dark place when I'm supposed to be so excited. I was, you know, we just found out, oh my God, we're gonna have a baby. And I could not be excited as I wanted to because of how sick I was. And I put Ronnie through that, and it was just, that's
my job. And I feel like a lot of men, and some of y'all are boys, a lot of men still considering themselves men don't go through that. Imagine you these 9 months without me.
Exactly, no. From the very beginning.
And I'm not even trying to act like, but I really...
No, seriously, from the very beginning. If I didn't have your support,
I probably would have
stressed myself out, and in Jesus' name, God forbid, I don't even want to say it. I just don't think things would have went as smoothly as they did. Smoothly, I say smoothly because people has it way worse. Throughout, we had a healthy pregnancy. We have a healthy baby. It was just me emotionally and physically, like, just not being able to, like, it was just so rough. And let me say one more thing too, because I know a lot of people are gonna be like, you guys have money, you guys have this, you guys have a car, you guys have food, you guys have running water, you guys, I get that. The world is a scary, dangerous, and freaking disastrous place. I get it, okay? Yeah, we're blessed. We work to get to where we are. And just because we have, just like I said, financial stability is only part of what a pregnancy really is about. Don't think because, oh, I've saved up money, I can have a baby now. You are going to fail as a parent and as a role model, because it is not about money. The money don't mend, baby. It don't mend. And best believe it does break, okay? So you need to understand that that's just a piece of the pie.
It's a piece of a pie, and it's such a big pie, baby. It's a pie to feed a family. So you got to understand that, all right? I want to reiterate on that again. So that was really the first 3 months. Is just, I don't want to keep going too much on that, but the first 3 months was just,
it was a rough time in the pregnancy.
It was emotion.
I was sick for 3 months straight. 3 months straight, every single day. And I lost, like, what, 15 pounds in the first trimester. Within that 3 months, 15 pounds. And you guys saw the pictures.
So that's the 3-month journey. Let's get into the 3 to 6.
You want some candy? You want some more snacks? He's hungry? Let's get some food.
3 to 6 months, you guys. It started brightening up. Things started to get better. She felt a lot better. She quit her job. You did.
That is true, I did.
And we started to grow. We got past the trial, but don't get it twisted. I heard from my own ears, I don't feel good every single day for the past 9 months. Okay, so we're not saying that it got 100% better, because we want you guys to understand the reality of the situation. She was still sick, but it's got a little bit better. She was now eating. We started gaining weight, both of us. No, we actually both moderately didn't gain a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And I just started, you guys know how freaking strong I am. You guys see this. But
You guys see
you guys
this.
see it, what the freak? But we started really getting better as parents, as partners, as everything, as individuals. We were growing and learning things about ourselves that we could and couldn't take. So the 3 to 6 months really started shifting things. Keep in mind, we moved to a brand new home where we are now, where we are blessed to be. And there were times where I'd have to tell Mackie, sit down, please, because she always wanted to be hands-on and doing stuff, because she didn't want to feel like she was getting drug along, which I respect. And hey, she's a grown woman. Do what you feel like is right for you. But there are moments where, like, I also wanted to tell her to sit down, but I just traditionally and honestly couldn't, because I tried to do a lot of things on my own. I tried to be so independent, but I needed her and I needed help. And we were, we had movers and stuff like that, but I needed help, and it sucked for me to be like, hey, do you think you can help me and get up? Because it was like, it was taxing on your body and your mind. So I was just like, how did you feel?
And yeah, that's another thing. Like, I was still having my moments of, like, random sickness and stuff, but it's also wearing on your body. Your body's going through these changes that you're not expecting. Yeah, and your back starts hurting, you're getting headaches, your feet are sore. Your body just is going through these changes. But me personally is like, I'm not one to just be like, no, you do this, you do that, you do the oh, I'm pregnant. I used that a couple of times though, like my pregnancy, because I'm not using it, but
I had to grow patience.
Yeah.
I had to grow a lot of patience, because we would be doing something all the time. We were always doing something. So we would be doing something and she'd be like, hold on, I need to take a break.
Yeah.
And like, I'm normally like, when I'm doing something, I don't want to stop, because I like to do it and finish it in a clean slate, no breaks, right? So I'm just always on a wire. And she was like, okay, stop. And I have to just like, I want to get upset and be like, no, we can please, because my OCD and my own ADD wanted to finish it. And I had to be patient. I had to be a man. I had to grow up. I had to understand perspective, like if I wasn't feeling good right now, I'd be pissed off and being like, leave me alone. So I have to think different ways, and I had to grow that mindset for her.
And I think also too, like, like, if I were to do too much, I think that's another thing why Ronnie wanted me to relax some of the times, is because he knew if I pushed myself to that limit, he'd be hearing about it the whole night, like,
done.
Oh, my back, oh, my knees, and blah, 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 blah. But I mean, I feel like for the most part, I tried to do as much as I could, and sometimes I pushed the limit, and I only hurt myself in the end. But Ronnie was, like he said, very patient, and as much as I complained, like, he never was like, okay, like, shut up. Like, he was just like, baby, I know. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want me to do? I don't know what to do. Like, like, what do you need from me? Like, he was very tentative to me, and I appreciate that a lot, because I'm a handful. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the slightest of things, I'd be like, oh, I have a headache.
Yes.
Or like every day, like, oh, my head hurts, or I don't want to be in the car, blah, 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 blah.
Something always
hurts. This is the
hurts.
most I've ever complained in my whole entire life.
Yeah.
And Ronnie's been very patient and
but it was a lot
acceptive of
easier.
that.
I just was appreciative that it was easier than the first 3 months, definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
So the 3
it
to
got
6
better.
months was a little bit
It wasn't
smoother.
perfect, but it got better.
And then 6 to 9 months, we're here, and let's get into that. Get up. Get up. Get up. It's okay, get up. Get up.
That's really how it was.
Basically, 6 to 9 months.
This is the home stretch, you guys. 6 to 9 months, when things start getting real, you start prepping for your baby, and your mind's all over the place. So at least mine was. But 6 to 9 months, sickness wise, was a breeze. I ate anything and everything in sight. I gained a lot of the pregnancy weight. Mobility wise was the toughest
Getting around.
thing in the world, you guys. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even touch my toes. Ronnie would have to help me put my socks on. Ronnie would have to shave
I had
me.
a shaver.
Ronnie would have to put my pants on. If I dropped anything, I would stare at it until Ronnie came and picked it up. It was crazy.
She couldn't tie her shoes.
Oh yeah, I couldn't. So I wore slides the rest of the pregnancy. I couldn't tie my shoes. Your clothes start not to fit. Oh my gosh.
It was getting fun though. It was, don't get it twisted. Going into the 7th, 8th, 9th month, it started getting real fun and
because
really
you get
real.
to feel your little baby
yeah,
moving
she started
there.
kicking, moving around, and of course we started having scares and things like that. Like we kept going to the hospital. When you get closer to the due date, you get so anxious and you anticipate so much.
Everything.
You're like, oh, she's coming, and she's nowhere near coming yet. You're just tripping out. But we had such a growth period every single period of time, but we definitely wanted to have her. We were getting fed up with being pregnant at that point, and I say we because I damn near was pregnant. Yeah, I was eating everything and I was feeling everything. No,
I couldn't even touch my toes in the end of the pregnancy. This is like, I feel like the fun part.
It started getting a
like,
lot funner.
you get to go shopping for your baby.
She looks super pregnant, so everyone's always saying congratulations, and it makes you feel good.
Yeah, and they talk. People don't just assume like, oh, she ate too much. Or,
yeah, like,
are you pregnant? Like, they don't want to come up to you, but you know, everyone's like, oh my god, what are you having? And it makes you so much more excited. Like, what's her name? Do you guys have a name?
And keep in mind though, now it's starting to get more pressure on terms of finances and your mental health and all those kinds of things, because now she doesn't sleep because she's so immobile. She can't roll. She's like rolling around.
So uncomfortable.
She's like breathing hella hard. It was hard to sleep, as I said, because she's like going this way and then this way and then sitting up and then like wanting me to be like, she's like making until I say, are you okay? She just wants me to say, are you okay? And then she just wants to say no. It was that point where it was a lot more funner, but also got a lot more tense. There was so much tension and anticipation that it just was overwhelming. And that basically was that. So now let's get into the nitty gritty.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Post pregnancy. Push, push, push. What is that? Post pregnancy, the thing people never talk about. After that, after they say the baby's born, they're quiet for like months, right? And people are like, they're going through the healing process.
Are you
and stuff.
okay? What's going on?
Let's talk about this healing process. Let's talk about the crying. Let's talk about the,
I'm gonna start crying
the
right
sweat.
now. Me too.
Let's talk about the real life aspect of having the baby. First, as a dad, I'm just gonna say my part, then we're gonna let Mackie say her whole part, because theirs was obviously more in depth. My part as a dad, watching Mackie have the baby was the most eye-opening experience ever. I've never witnessed something like that in my life. Amira was a C-section, so this was a brand new thing for me. So as I witnessed it, my life was going through another evolution of change, okay? I gained more wisdom, more experience, more everything. She gained more pain, more emotion, everything, right? So obviously emotion for myself as well. And afterwards, I was so overwhelmed. I didn't eat, I didn't sleep, I didn't try to sleep. I couldn't. I started getting frustrated with myself because I was like, you know, obviously as the man of the house and as the man of my unit, if I go make sure I eat, that means everyone else is going to eat around me because I make sure everyone around me eats. If I go shopping for myself, everyone else is going to get something because that's what I do. So if I sit there and not eat for 3 days, Mackie takes that into consideration, and then she feels like she doesn't have to eat as much. But obviously, me saying no to her saying, are you hungry? Are you hungry? And I kept saying no. She's obviously asking me if I'm hungry because she is. And I didn't take that in consideration.
And I had like food all the time in front of me, and
she wasn't really eating it because she saw that I wasn't in that aspect of my mind. And I had so many things I was just not worried about, but I just was living in such a moment of new evolution that I just was living on adrenaline, and I had so much adrenaline in me and energy, and I just felt like I was feeding off the universe's energy.
And then that crash though,
and like, I crashed, you
know, like it's like we're on this high, like holy crap, like our baby's here, that was insane, and then it just is like
boom.
Zoom.
Yeah.
And then
I started getting like really, not groggy at all, but I just was like more like, I was quiet. And I'm always talking, I just was really quiet, and then I only was speaking when spoke to. But of course, like, I'm holding the baby, I'm doing everything, and I'm living my life, but I just didn't have my energy because I wasn't eating. I didn't have energy, you know?
and running off of minimal sleep.
Yeah, definitely. And I say I didn't, I'm not gonna say that I stayed up as much as Michaela did, because this girl probably slept for 15 minutes of every day, and she's a warrior for that. I at least got like 2 to 3 hours every day of sleep, whether it be an hour here, 2 hours there, or an hour here, whatever, right? I technically can call it at least a nap or sleep. She just was going to sleep and then waking up. It was weird. So that was how I felt. And as she's going through these things of, you know, crying or talking to me and telling me how she feels, I couldn't physically relate. The only thing I could relate to was when she said she was anxious and when she felt these sorrows, because she knows how I am. You guys who have really watched me know I'm a man that speaks real shit, and I get emotional I'm very intact with myself, and I know how I feel, and I display that, and I get anxious, I get down, and I sometimes don't even know what about, but my heart starts beating. So when she was telling me those things, I could relate, and I felt so relieved that I could relate almost, because I was like, I know how that feels. I didn't know how it felt when she told me about the birth pains and this and that. Granted, I was watching, yeah, but you can watch a movie, but you watch a movie of someone getting hurt, but you don't feel it, you just experience. So it was hard for me to resonate and to relate and tell her things that I didn't want to just BS her and tell her, oh, it's okay. I wanted to relate with her, but it was so hard for me to relate to it. So I just tried to say the best things I can, which was be positive, which is it's okay, you're gonna get through it. You just like when she was giving birth and she was doing the he-hoos, and I'm like, I can't wait for us to just laugh about this. Like, I know you're gonna survive, I know you're gonna be okay, I know tomorrow we're gonna talk about what we're doing right now. And I just let her know that, like, let's just get through this type thing. So that's what that was. But obviously I'm gonna let her go and tell you what that feeling was so you guys can truly understand.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give you guys a warning now. Grab your tissues if you are as sensitive as me, but I'm just gonna show you guys a little part of me and be very transparent and real. I'm gonna start crying already. I expressed to Ronnie, like, I went into this pregnancy being worried about pooping on the table while giving birth. That was my biggest, like, concern, was, oh my god, I better not poop while I give birth. And then getting admitted into the hospital that night, oh my gosh, you guys, like, it hit me like a train. Like, you guys didn't see my full reaction to the doctor being like, okay, yeah, your water's broken. Everything just was like so surreal. And then we got into the room and they were like, okay, we're gonna start you on your Pitocin. And then things started, it escalated so quickly to the point where I started getting anxious, like, okay, what am I gonna do? How am I supposed to push? How am I supposed to, what if this happens? How am I supposed to do this? How am I gonna do this? Like, this is new to me. How am I going to do this? I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. The contractions started coming in and I cannot even express to you guys, nothing in this world was more painful than those contractions. You hear about it all the time. Yeah, contractions are so sore. But until you actually feel those contractions, oh my gosh, it was almost unbearable. Like, to the point where I was like, can I do this? Am I going to be able to get through this? And it was such a crazy feeling. And to the mamas who give birth naturally with no epidural,
you're crazy.
Hat off to you, because that is, holy moly, I couldn't. And I was already going into this pregnancy, you guys, saying, I'm gonna use the epidural. And I'm not ashamed of that. I was like, I'm gonna need an epidural. My baby was almost 8 pounds. I was like, no, I can't. I need an epidural. I'm a first-time mommy, first time going through this kind of stuff. I'm gonna need help, so I'm gonna take the help. So I got the epidural and I was like just chilling, hanging out. Those hours went by and then I started to feel my contractions again because I started dilating. And before you knew it, I was 10 centimeters dilated and ready to push. And so the doctor came in and was like, yeah, you can start pushing. I pushed for 10 minutes and our baby girl was here. And let me tell you, my epidural wore off, so I felt everything. Once that baby was in my arms, nothing mattered. The pain didn't matter. I didn't even care what was going on down there. I felt it, but our baby was here and oh my God.
The things you were worried about meant nothing.
Absolutely. The contractions, the sickness in the beginning of my pregnancy, whole experience I was so grateful for everything that we went throughout the whole pregnancy. I would get sick all over again just to feel that baby in our arms. Oh my gosh, it was such a high. Like to finally have her there was such an amazing feeling, and I want every mother or expecting mother or wanting to be a mother to experience that, because it's such a crazy feeling that you can't really explain unless you go through it. Yeah, baby was here and we were on such a high, and then my anxiousness started to settle in again because it got real, like, holy crap, I gotta take care of a human being. Not only myself, not only Amira, not my family, not my other half, but a whole new life, a whole new brand new life. And I was just thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm so unprepared. Like,
I didn't understand why she kept saying she was unprepared, because I thought we had everything. Like, we have everything.
and more, don't get me wrong.
But then I understood what she meant when she said unprepared. When you said it, I understood.
And what I mean by unprepared, you guys, yeah, I have a million bottles. We have a crib, we have a swing, we have clothes. But unprepared as in like me as a mother, a brand new mother, like mentally unprepared. Like I thought it was gonna be a breeze. Like, shoot, our baby's here, we gotta feed her, we gotta clean her up, we gotta just take care of her, and we're chilling. Like, no. It's nothing like that, you guys. And hey, maybe it is for some of you. You can have a perfect baby and you can do all these perfect mom things and be super mom, and I mean, kudos to you. But for me, it was a wild ride these past few days. Yeah, we were only in the hospital for one night, and then it was home time. And that's when things started to get extremely real. And I keep saying that because it just gets more realistic as the process goes on. So after baby was here, we got sent to our postpartum room. We were, like I said, we were on such a high that, you know, when things started to settle down,
Crash.
it was like my whole universe was just like, you know, but I wanted to be like our baby,
uplifted,
you know.
We thought that, we were thinking that,
absolutely,
and we felt that, but we couldn't demonstrate.
I could not. The energy, like I was just so exhausted, and as well as Ronnie. And do not discredit this man just because he didn't push the baby out. He was there every second, every step of the whole process. So his energy level was equal to me. And just like I said, just because he didn't push the baby out, he was up with me. He was going through the motion, every motion with me. And so I knew, like, we were feeding off of each other. Like, his energy was like exhaustion, mine was exhaustion. So it was just like, like we were so freaking excited, and it was just so draining to like execute that. And it was just a lot, and it was hard, you guys. Like I said, my anxiousness just kicked in full force, and it was awful. The first 3 nights I probably had 2 hours of sleep total. You calculate every time I fell asleep, it would equal up to about a few hours. And it was just like, I don't even know like how to explain. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate.
It was draining. Realistically speaking, it was draining.
It's because, one, I pushed a whole baby out, so my body was just exhausted, but I couldn't sleep to recover because I was so anxious. And 2, like, you're so worried about this baby and tending to this new life that you forget about yourself, and you have to take care of yourself. I had to eat in order for my baby to be fed. I had to clean myself up in order to be hygienic enough for my baby to be on me, to be near me. I just had to make sure everything around me was still revolving, but I was not there. I don't know. It's just such a hard thing to explain, you guys. And then, like I said, we got sent home, and then it was weird. I'm gonna be very honest. It was weird. Like, the last time we were home, we were chilling, and I was pregnant still.
It was kind of it didn't sink in. It didn't sink in when we first got home that last time we were home we didn't have baby, and then we were home with baby. We got home and took our first showers since we've been back home. We were like, baby's here. Like
it was weird. Like,
yeah, it was weird.
And then we still had so much to do.
We're still fixing the nursery, which we have to reveal to you guys, and we're still doing that. You're never prepared for anything in life.
Absolutely not.
You're never prepared.
We left the house not thinking we were gonna come back with a baby.
We thought we were gonna go get sent back home again like we normally do.
Exactly.
And this time we were like, oh, we're having the baby. Like it was a lot.
It was a lot, and then
breastfeeding was
its
own thing, and I think we should actually wait and give that to them next video. Oh yeah, play the sound effects. We will get into that because that's a lot more time too, because that was a trial of Mackie learning how to breastfeed, and I feel like a lot of you guys will appreciate all the mothers who are pregnant right now and all the new moms and all the people who plan to be mothers. That video will help you guys. We got to keep doing it. Just like I said, we got to keep doing this. We got to keep doing this. We got to keep doing this.
And disclaimer, I've been sleeping.
Yeah.
Everything is falling into place.
We're sleeping in bed. Like we're in bed now, and we're not sleeping early, but we're at least going to bed together. And you know, we have I keep almost saying Amira. We have Avea in her crib, and she's good. She sleeps good, and you know, she wakes up periodically to breastfeed, and things are going a lot better. And that's why we took this time to be able to talk to you guys now, because things are going good now. We have help from Michaela's mom. Thank you so much, Mimi.
Mommy, if you're watching this, and I know you are because you're always the first one to watch this, we love you so much, Mom.
You're big help.
Me and Ronnie are just so grateful that you were here throughout this tough time, but most exciting time of our lives, and everything and more that we could expect, from cooking to cleaning to helping watch Avea just so we can get an hour of sleep. Oh my gosh, you guys, just take the help. If you have somebody offering you help, please take it. You are not failing as parents. You are not strong, but just take the help. It's okay to need help, you guys. And Mommy, we love you so much, and you're the best Mimi ever to the girls. And
also Amira, baby, and she's watching this, but she's, you know, you guys know Amira, she's 3. Baby, you're such a big girl, and you're such a good big sister, and you always want to see your big sister, and in no sign are you Jealosy.
Absolutely not.
So I'm so proud of you, and you guys watching, I'm so proud of my daughter, and there is nothing short of what Michaela does and taking care of Amira than what I do, and we do this together. And I just want to say thank you to both Mimi and Amira, and Banks, our dog Banks. He's been such a good boy, trying his best. Obviously, he's a puppy. He doesn't really understand what's going on either, but he's such a nice boy. There's no scare in us about, oh, should we have him
around the baby?
He's fine. He walks around the house. He still plays with Amira. They have their energy. I make sure I take Banks out. I take Amira to the park. We just went shopping today. We walked around. Avea went outside for the first time to the mall.
Yeah,
so
she was a good girl.
We're doing good, Banks family. We're doing really well. I want you guys to, if you haven't watched all the way to the end, comment down below, Banks family, till the end. Go ahead and turn on your post notifications and subscribe, and thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs for the belly. Thumbs up this video, you guys. We love you, Banks family.
To all my mommies out there who feel like you're messing up, you're not doing it right, there's no right or wrong. You do what makes you happy, do what makes you comfortable. Don't let the world around you tell you how to be a parent. You do the best that you can do, and that is going to be more than enough for that child. And speak to people. If you are going through something, talk about how you are feeling. I express to Ronnie how I'm feeling on a daily basis, so we're on the same page. So he's not like, oh, why is she acting weird, or why she seems sad when there's all these things. Talk to your partner, talk to a friend, talk to a family member, talk to a stranger.
Talk to us.
Yes.
We have social media, we have DMs. Links are down there. You guys already do, to be honest.
Yeah,
so.
And I love talking to you guys because honestly, I'm not the only one who is giving advice. I need advice sometimes, and a lot of you are giving that to me, and I'm so appreciative, and I want to reach out to every single one of you, but it's just a lot. So, you know, the people who I do reach out to,
sometimes
and they give
it's
back,
good to just let it out. And
Thank you
just
so
to
much.
type it to us and send it to us is half the battle, you guys. Of course, we try to read as much as we can. Sometimes we're not able to, but just you typing and saying it, or just typing, you know, new generation, just typing it to someone and sending off a letter gives signs of relief.
Oh my gosh, like immediate relief, you guys. Like hearing another mother say, I went through the same thing and everything's gonna be okay. That alone, that everything's gonna be okay from somebody who's experiencing the same thing is such a weight lifted off your chest, like, damn, okay, she can do it, I can do it. And that's like, just talk about how you're feeling, you guys, and just keep going. Because I thought, holy crap, I'm gonna feel like this for how long? Like, I'm supposed to be excited and happy and not anxious and this and that, and oh my god. But talking about it,
so
and
good.
just confirming within yourself, like, you got this, mama, like, you can do it. Things are gonna get better, and they will. Because I am a whole different person these past few days than I was the first 3 days. And I can admit that. I can see the change within myself. But just keep going, mamas, daddies. Be there for your mamas.
Be there.
They
Just
need
be
it.
there,
Trust me, they need it.
Be
and
there.
just keep going, guys. And you guys got this. And we love you guys so much. And thank you guys for sitting down with us and letting us talk to you. I hope you guys can walk away with something from watching this video. I'm a crybaby. But yeah, we love you guys.
appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you have watched the video all the way to the end, make sure you comment down below. Banks family till the end. Make sure you turn on your post notifications, subscribe, and thumbs up this video if you haven't already. Banks family, we love you. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain.